Hey gang, it's JC and this is the Daily Dose for Thursday, January 10th, 2013. Combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. We're back after the holidays and here we go. We update on the Daily Dose every Monday and Thursday, and so we're back into the swing of things. Our rock and roll poll question: when we last left you at the end of 2012 was, as our final poll question of the year in general, how was 2012 for you? And our number one answer, 45%, so-so. Number two answer, 25%, awful. So a combined 70% of you said it was either so-so or really terrible. Only 25% of you said terrific, and another 4% said it might be wishful thinking, but I'm hoping for a strong finish. I hope you guys picked it up there in the final week of 2012. All right. Our rock and roll poll question for this week, for the weekend, is: which of these televised award shows appeals to you most? We have all the award shows happening now, and they're starting to pile up on top of one another. Which ones do you like the most? The Emmys, Grammys, People's Choice, MTV Music Awards, or Movie Awards, as the case may be, Golden Globes, American Music Awards, or the Oscars? Please answer down in the corner. We'll have results for you on Monday when we reconvene. I thought that maybe it was going to be a real good start to 2013 because I realized, you know what? I have not heard the name Kate Gosselin, Paris Hilton, either of the Palins or any of the Palins, or the Octomom. And just when I was starting to feel really good about things, I saw on the news that the Octomom ran out of money. She spent all of her porn money and she's back in the poorhouse. But, 4 out of 7, because I'm counting all the Palins, ain't bad. Home security. All right, so maybe you have, maybe you're thinking about investing in a home security system, and if you want to do that, that's great. Or maybe you're going to buy a gun, and if you do, that's your own decision, but you know the stats. You're more likely then to end up using that gun either on yourself or on somebody in your own family or a neighbor or something like that. So that's your own business. You're big boys and girls. You do whatever you want. However, this is one of the best home security tips I've ever heard, and it really drives me nuts that I didn't think of this because it's so simple. All right, so you're laying in bed at night, and even though the statistics also indicate that you're less likely to have your house broken into while you're asleep, but let's just say for the sake of discussion. So you're sitting there and you're sleeping, and all of a sudden you hear a noise in the house, downstairs, or maybe out in the garage, or maybe you hear a prowler out in the backyard, or somebody trying to jimmy the front door or something like that. I assume that your car was purchased in this century, and if it was, then you got one of these little fobs. You keep your car keys on the nightstand, and if something goes wrong, you hit the panic button, and all of a sudden the lights start flashing, the horn starts going, and that's as good as any alarm because it's going to chase the guy off. So there you go. There's your security tip. Why didn't I think of that? It's so simple. It's so simple. All right, next Thursday, the 17th, that's when Lance Armstrong is going to go on Oprah Winfrey's network and basically cop to the whole steroid thing. He wants to compete again, and he's banned, and I guess he's thinking that if he repents, that somehow they'll let him back in. So that's next Thursday. Mark your calendars. All right, the Oscar nominations came out this morning, Thursday morning, and it's a real mess. It's a total mess. Let me just go back because I'm not going to change anything I've told you up until now. I'm just going to reiterate. So Lincoln, good movie, pretty good movie, definitely worth seeing. Best picture material, I sort of doubt it. Daniel Day-Lewis's performance, absolutely the best. Runaway for best actor. Life of Pi, what did I tell you? Got the second most nominations today. Fantastic movie. Silver Linings Playbook. Best actor and actress nominations for Jennifer Lawrence and, her co-star in this movie. Jennifer Lawrence, only 23 years old. Zero Dark 30. Doesn't open until this weekend, but go see it because I still think, even though when you look at the nominations here and you look at all the auxiliary, I'm out of practice. Took 2 weeks off for the holidays, and now I can't say auxiliary. You get all those extra nominations for screenplay and editing and sound and all that, and then you start thinking to yourself, okay, Zero Dark 30 is the best movie of the year. There's no question about it. But it looks like Lincoln is starting to get a ball of steam going here. It's starting to roll a little bit. No director nominations for Ben Affleck. I guess Argo just directed itself, as did Tom Hooper, Les Mis. Quentin Tarantino, Django Unchained. He was robbed, folks. And Catherine Bigelow, Zero Dark 30. She only made the best movie of the year, and apparently it directed itself. This is what drives people crazy about these award shows. No nomination for Bill Murray, who's pretty good in Hyde Park on Hudson, but the movie itself just wasn't that great. I am most happy for Life of Pi because I've been telling you about that movie for 2 months now. And I'm also very, very extraordinarily happy for a movie that's going to come out on DVD on January 22nd. You probably have not seen it. It is amongst the best movies I've seen all year, and it was a documentary called Searching for Sugar Man. Again, it comes out on DVD on January 22nd. You're going to get tired of hearing me talk about this movie, but I'm telling you, it is so good. It's so good you have to see it. Oscars are February 24th. Looks like Lincoln right now is going to be one of the big runaways. A great year for movies if you saw the right movies. And that's basically the story on that. Major League Baseball getting rid of the dugout phone. Tony La Russa had a little trouble with that in Texas. And so they're just going to go to a cell phone system. Somebody made a lot of money there. People's Choice Awards, by the way, were last night. Favorite movie of the year, The Hunger Games. Favorite dramatic movie actor of the year, Zac Efron. Okay? Favorite new talk show host, Steve Harvey. It's like Steve Martin said a long time ago, find these people and take away their power of choice. Brent Musburg, Catherine Webb. Okay, so let me just get this right. So you get in trouble if you say something sort of dicey about a woman, but now apparently you get in trouble if you say something nice also. Okay, I just wanted to make sure what the rules were, that's all. Nobody is going into the Hall of Fame. No players, no contemporary players. It's going to be a hell of a ceremony in Cooperstown in July, huh? Next year, they got to get off the pot here, though, because you got Maddox and Glavine. And so this whole, boycotting the steroid era and everything like that has clearly got to come to an end next year, or the whole thing should just be flushed down the toilet. If you're a fan of Arrested Development, new season is going to hit Netflix in May. Tina Fey, Amy Poehler hosting the Golden Globes on Sunday night. That might be the best part of the show. Chris Brown wants to perform with Rihanna at the Grammys. They deserve whatever happens to them. Geddy Lee from Rush is going to guest star in an episode of How I Met Your Mother in February. Sort of get off on that one. All right, let's talk about football for this weekend. You've got at Denver, Baltimore, with a Denver 9.5-point favorites. You can't bet against Denver. At San Francisco, Green Bay Packers. 49ers favored by 3. I think I got to stick with that too. At Atlanta, Seattle coming in. If there's a toss-up the entire weekend, that's it. That's it, maybe. And at New England, you got Houston with the Patriots 9.5-point favorites. You pretty much have to go with that too. So no big upsets, I think, this weekend. Again, the only close one should be that Atlanta-Seattle game on Sunday. All right, we got the big second annual Classic Rock Radio and Jock Reunion coming up at Ameristar Casino. That is on the 19th. We would love to see you there. There's going to be musical performances, and all of the information is on the website. Get on Facebook and go to you have to put the second annual Classic Rock Radio Reunion. Again, January 19th, Ameristar Casino. If you missed this, on Monday morning when you find out what happened, you're going to say, why didn't I go? I'm telling you, just trust me on this, okay? All right, JC's Eye Candy. The whole deal of taking videos of people being pranked at drive-through windows. It got sort of mean there for a while, and people were actually hurting the people who were working the drive-throughs, and it just got really sort of creepy. Well, this guy comes along and he designs a car seat that allows him to sit behind it and still drive. So he pulls up to the drive-thru, and it just looks like an empty car because he's sitting behind the car seat. It's absolutely hysterical. JC's Eye Candy right below what you're looking at right now. Check it out. All right, again, our rock and roll poll question: which of these televised awards shows appeals to you most? Emmys, Grammys, People's Choice, MTV, Movie Awards, Golden Globes, American Music Awards, and the Oscars. Answer, we'll have results for you on Monday when we come back. That's it. JC's Daily Dose for Thursday, January 10th. 2013, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.